We have artillery. Yes. Thank you. We have it. Is it enough? Honestly, not really. To ensure Bakhmut is not just a stronghold that holds back the Russian army, but for the Russian army to completely pull out, more cannons and shells are needed. If so, just like the Battle of Saratoga, the fight for Bakhmut will change the trajectory of our war for independence and for freedom.
This is my video update from Nicosia, Cyprus on this Saturday, May 20th. Right now in Nicosia, it is 7 o'clock in the evening. And I delayed a bit in doing a video for today because I just had a feeling that we would get some big news. And sure enough, about an hour ago, we did get some very, very big news. 1 year ago today, on May 20th, 2022, the city of Mariupol was won by the Russian military. May 20th, 2022, Mariupol, according to the Russian military and the Russian Ministry of Defense, was liberated. Today, on May 20th, 2023, Artemovsk has been won by the Russian military. Bakhmut is now going to be called Artemovsk because the Russian military has taken 100% of this city. And Prigozhin, he announced this just an hour ago. We don't have an official statement from the Russian Ministry of Defense, but I imagine that's going to be coming any day now. But Prigozhin did make a statement, and he said that the Wagner forces, they have liberated 100% of Artemovsk, Bakhmut, but from now on we're going to be calling it by its Russian name, Artemovsk, because it is now 100% under Russian control, and Prigozhin has confirmed this. Prigozhin said in his statement, and I quote, to Elenksy, speaking to Elenksy, he said, "Today, when you see Biden, kiss him on the top of his head and say hello to him from me." So May 20th is going to be a very, very big day for Russia going forward. Mariupol and now Artemovsk. And the battle of Bakhmut, it was won by the Russian military, but a bulk of the fighting was done by Wagner. And this military outfit that we've all come to know now, Wagner, I believe, is now world famous. They have defeated NATO's most powerful European army. Not my words, Henry Kissinger's words. The other day, Henry Kissinger, in an interview with The Economist, he said that Ukraine should absolutely enter NATO because at this moment, Ukraine is the most powerful European military. So the most powerful military, European military, has been defeated by Wagner PMC. And where is Elenksy in all of this? Where is Zaluzhny in all of this? Perhaps one of the not one of the, perhaps the biggest battle in the last, I don't even know, say 50 years, say since World War II. One of the biggest battles since World War II is over, and the president of Ukraine and the commander in chief of the armed forces of Ukraine are nowhere in Ukraine. Well, Zaluzhny, no one knows where he is. There were photos of him swimming in Cyprus, but those photos are from 2018. So those aren't recent photos. That is Zaluzhny, but that was him holidaying in Cyprus in 2018. But no one knows where he is. Mark Millie, he claims that he spoke to Zaluzhny yesterday, May 19th. That is what Mark Millie claims. He had a telephone conversation, not video, not Zoom, nothing like that. He had a phone call with Zaluzhny, and Millie claims that all is well with Zaluzhny. So that's an update on Zaluzhny, but where is he? Where is he? And Elenksy, the president of Ukraine, as Bakhmut has fallen, and Bakhmut is now Artemovsk and in the control of the Russian military, Prigozhin, Wagner, Elenksy is in Japan. He's in Japan begging for money and weapons. I mean, just take a step back and think about it. I mean, it's pretty incredible, isn't it? That the president of Ukraine and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces are nowhere. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. And Elenksy, on December 22nd, 2022, he gave a speech in front of Congress, in front of the American people. Standing ovation, everyone was clapping. He gave a speech, and he said that the battle in Bakhmut would change the trajectory of the war in Ukraine. And he presented a flag signed by Ukrainian soldiers fighting in Bakhmut. That is what Elenksy claims. And Elenksy claims that the Ukraine soldiers, who are, by the way, according to Elenksy, the elite of the elite in Bakhmut, they wanted this signed flag to be presented to Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris. That is what Elenksy said on December 22nd, 2022. And now he's in Japan. He's in Japan, meeting with Biden, meeting with Ursula, hugging Sunak, which he did. He hugged Sunak again when he saw him. He's meeting with Modi today at this moment. I saw a video of Elenksy meeting with Modi. What's Elenksky's agenda with Modi of India? Elenksky's going to say, Russia's bad, give me money. Russia bad, give me money. What did he tell the Arab League yesterday? He said that it's shameful for the Arab League to have a relationship with Russia. That is what he told the Arab League yesterday. He said, you're turning a blind eye to what's going on in Ukraine. He shamed the leaders of the Arab world. And Assad, you could see that Assad was just like, get this clown off the stage. MBS was also just shaking his head, laughing at the nonsense coming out of Elenksky's mouth. Assad, he removed his earpiece for the translation, but Assad speaks fluent English, London educated, and Elenksky's speech was in English, so I think that Assad didn't need the translation, the headphones, either way. But you could see that Assad was just like, this guy's a phony. Assad's like, I'm the real deal. This guy's an actor. So what is the collective West going to do now? They're in Japan. They're putting on a show and talking about how they're going to punish Russia, and the Russian economy is in tatters, and there's going to be no peace formula unless it's Ukraine's peace formula. That is what Ursula von der Crazy said yesterday. And Biden is placing sanctions on Russian intel services, and Sunak placed sanctions on what did he place sanctions on? Russian diamonds, and Biden, according to Politico, he promised another 375 million to Ukraine, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't a lot. 375 million in weapons, which Biden promises that he'll give to Ukraine. He'll announce this today or tomorrow, officially announce this. It's not going to make any difference. And when you think about the fact that Biden was giving billions to Ukraine just a couple of months ago, and now he's giving 375 million, it shows that things are tapering off. But what's going to be the response from the G7, the collective West? Well, we already know the response. F-16s. F-16s. Sunak tweeted about it. He put up a really colorful image on Twitter. The Prime Minister of the UK puts up a tweet saying F-16s for Ukraine. What a clown Sunak has revealed himself to be. Rishi Sunak, the ultimate puppet. When he talks, you can see the strings on his hand when he walks and he talks. He's like, I mean, you can see that there's someone up there, pulling those strings. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Sunak is tweeting his joy and pleasure and satisfaction that Joe Biden has greenlit the collective West to provide F-16s to Ukraine. Not the U.S. providing F-16s to Ukraine. Biden has given his permission for the vassal states to provide F-16s to Ukraine. Now, you're going to tell me that the UK and EU member states and Canada are sovereign nations? No. They have to wait for Bidenopolis's approval to provide F-16s to Ukraine. And you know that the U.S., I mean, I've gotten a lot of reliable reports stating that the U.S. has been training Ukrainian pilots for about a year in the United States. And that is why you're getting the reports saying that all that is needed is 4 months to train the Ukrainian pilots on the F-16s. Because what's needed now is 4 months on top of the 1 year that they've gotten training from in the U.S. So they've been training in the States for 1 year. Now they're going to, the pilots are going to be flown to Europe, to Poland, Slovakia, Germany, wherever. And they're going to get the remaining 4 or 5 months of training, and they're going to be thrown into battle with the Russians. And what's going to happen? The Russians are going to destroy these F-16s, as they have destroyed every single wonder weapon that has been thrown their way. How long was the Patriot system a wonder weapon? 1 day? It was a wonder weapon for 1 day. We woke up one morning and the Patriot air defense system was in Ukraine, and everyone was saying this is going to be the wonder weapon. This is going to change the conflict in Ukraine. Russia is doomed. And then the next day, we woke up one morning and, the Patriot air defense system, just forget about it. What Patriot system? Oh, the scratch that it received from the Kinzhal, we fixed it up and now it's back in Kiev. But let's not talk about it. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about the F-16 now. Look, the HIMAR was a wonder weapon for about a month or two. I'll give the collective West that. It was a wonder weapon for a couple of months. But the Russians figured out how to jam it, and, HIMARS no more. So now who's going to buy HIMARS? Poland ordered something like 500 HIMARS systems. So what's Russia going to do? They're just going to sell their jamming technology, I imagine, to everybody around the world, and it's going to make Poland's HIMAR purchase pretty much useless. So I saw a graph from Ukraine with the F-16s that are now being promised to the Elenksy regime. And let me just read you the countries. I'll put the graph on the screen right now. Poland is on the hook for for F-16s. Oh no, Poland is on the hook for MiGs. For MiGs, Slovakia, MiGs, Netherlands, F-16s. The UK, F-16s. Poland, also F-16s. Belgium, F-16s. France, Denmark, Italy. Now, Italy's going to give Tornadoes. So that's the list of countries that are going to be, for now, that are going to be providing their fighter jets to Ukraine. That's the infographic from the armed forces of Ukraine. So yeah, F-16s. That's what they're going to be discussing at the G7. A new wonder weapon. And Ukraine has until September, according to the Financial Times or the Wall Street Journal, whatever. According to those publications, Ukraine has until September to put together their great summer, winter, fall, spring, summer, fall offensive to the counteroffensive that has truly become offensive to me and to you, and it offends everybody. They have until September to launch this offensive. So that is the big news. Is Bakhmut. I'll do a quick clown world now, and I will end this video. And in this clown world, we'll stay with Japan, Hiroshima, and the G7 leaders who were at a park digging a hole for trees, to plant trees. Instead of surrendering and calling it quits and admitting that they have been defeated, the collective West is going to continue to dig and dig and dig. And Biden said in a statement, the Biden White House said, for as long as it takes. They're going to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. And Sullivan, he said that the United States is going to be providing weapons to Ukraine. Get this, Sullivan said he's going to be providing weapons to Ukraine in order to avoid World War III. The U.S. needs to escalate in Ukraine in order to prevent World War III. Interesting logic from Jake Sullivan. So I'm going to end the video there, everybody. I'm making this a quick one. Big news. Artemovsk has ended, and this is a strategic city, a strategic region for the Russian military to capture. So we will be seeing what is next, what comes next in this conflict in Ukraine. The Duran.locals.com. We are on Rumble, ODYSEE, BitChute, and Telegram. And go to the Duran shop. 10% off. Use the code Good Day. And if you want to stick around for a minute or two, you can hear the chants, the music from the church next to me.